saying what a new age dilemma that was. With, oh, I have to go love everybody. He was really ranting against that. And I get it. Because, you know, okay, I can deflect something for a while, but there's a lot of righteous anger. When I hear your story, that brings up in me righteous anger. Not against what you're all doing, but against the system, against the parents that didn't learn. And, oh, I could say, oh, well, happy, let's go play Ring Around the Rosie. No. And the fellow that I'm referring to, his name is John Rappaport, Jon, Jonathan, I think it is, John Rappaport, R-A-P-P-O-R-T, something like that, Rappaport, you'll figure it out. But his website is No Fake News. So he really says stuff that will make you think, you know, make you take a better look. And you're not going to be arrested for starting to think out of the box. Where I see people are hung up now is they're feeling frustrated. They know they're locked in the box, and they stay there. And I'm like, okay, it's all yours. The box is yours. The old me would try to help you change it. Come on, let's move along. No, won't anymore. You're on your own. Get out of your box. I'll help you if you help yourself. Other than that, you're simply too much work. And no one else will help you either, except the old system. And that system is broken, but 95% are still adhering to it. So it'll help you, okay? It will give you another vaccination. It will give you another treatment of something which is toxic and poison. It will certainly give you the next kind of pill that's coming down the market, and then the pill to counter that pill, and then the pill to counter that pill. And then it will not even caution you that, gee, you might not want to have a glass of wine tonight. So, you know, yeah. You know, someone said to me yesterday, actually a worker bee here, I can see his body's in a lot of pain. So Helpful Hannah here was like, oh, you could come and I could, you know, do a little energy work. And he looked at me and said, no, nothing can help me, nothing. I'm scheduled for 6 more surgeries. And anyway, I'm on Oxycontin. And I said to myself, whoa, he's right. And I dropped it right there because I cannot get through that stuff. Can't do it.
Someone I studied with years ago was teaching American Indians that when you go to the medicine man because you're diseased, at ease.
That's right.
And the first thing the medicine man would ask you was, when was the last time you danced and when was the last time you sang?
And
that's
the truth of it. It's so true. You know, I think this is why I love my Linda so much. She comes up with clean, gentle, simple truths. When is the last time we danced and sang? And you've often heard me say in class, how do you spell joy? What's that word? And it's the getting back to that. And then all of a sudden, that's got to be scheduled. Okay, I need... Oh, dear, the scheduling. There's another... All right.
I have another story.
Yes, please do.
So one thing that I do with kids, and I've been doing this for 10 years, is the very first week I bring cigar boxes, empty cigar boxes, and cut out paper and magazines and stuff. And I ask them to cut out pictures and colors of what they want to have inside of them that they don't want to show the rest of the world. That's just for them. And paste those on the inside. And then on the outside, things that you want the rest of the world to see of you. Maybe you're a little more confident, maybe some color that
picture of the sunshine.
Right, whatever is on the outside. And then they have these boxes and they can put things in it because they leave their homes with a plastic garbage bag filled with a few things that they can carry. And so this one year I'm with these girls, and they were challenging. They were difficult. They were week after week, and one in particular did not want to do it, didn't want to do it. But
how old, Linda? About how old?
Those girls were probably 13 to 18.
Oh, that's a tough
Yeah.
crowd.
Oh, yeah. And it was a tough time. It was after dinner. They wanted to shower. They wanted to do homework. They were wild. They were tired. I mean, it was not a good time, and they were challenging. One girl in particular, and she was a ringleader, and probably she was old, 13. And she just, it was always difficult. But when I was coming with these little insights like, when was the last time you sang and danced, or every day you do your best, and every day your best will be different. So I'd come in with these little things because, did you get enough sleep? Did you eat something? Did someone say something nice? But every time I would say these things, little light bulbs would go off in her, and I could see that she got it. And once she understood the project we were doing, whether it was Lumina bracelets, she could figure out how to put someone's name in it, and she would help others. But she was always my challenge one there. 3 years later, I go into a home for a teenage mom, and there she is. And she's like, Miss Linda, big arms coming and hugging me, so happy. I have to show you something. Right away, I have to show you something. And she goes and gets that cigar box that she did not want to make, and there it is with the things that we made and her baby's first socks.
Wow.
And she was, she was happy. She was going to school. They were helping her, but as hard a time she gave me, she took everything with her in her heart and in her soul.
So we never know.
We don't.
You don't know where your words go, See, that's so inspiring. It kind of makes me go, okay, we can go take another step, even though there's maybe sometimes no gratitude.
The one that's sitting in the corner, not listening, not paying attention, they're absorbing everything. And with all our children and all our beings out there.
Yes. See, I love that idea of the cigar box. I think we all need to have a cigar box. What is it we're not showing the world? And it's very interesting, since I've been up here this time, because I'm dealing with this new tool that has to do with adjusting frequency, I have to ask the person, so really, is there anything you'd like me to work on, any special area of your body? Now, in the past, I might ask it if they came for a consultation. Oh, no, everything's fine. Tell me about my husband. Tell me about the kids. Tell me about should I go to school? What should I do? This time, it's like inside the cigar box. They're, oh, I forgot to tell you, I have this, and this, and this. So all of these things are hidden in our inner cigar box.
Sure. I was one of those.
Yeah.
I'm good. And then I think after the third time, I'm like, I forgot. But my foot hurt every morning. I had to really work on it to get it to relax, and I forgot, well, what does that right foot mean?
Yes.
I mean, it was healed without me even thinking about it.
Yeah, but you and I would take it to the next level. What does that foot mean? But I'm going to suggest to everybody who's listening, get yourself a cigar box. Go to a magazine and cut out what does go on the outside and what is on the inside. That's a lovely therapy for anyone.
Yes. Well, when I did it for myself, in training, I loved it, and I keep that as a reminder.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I hope the winds blow you to some other expression of what you've learned and what you can share this year. Do you think it will?
I think it will. I do.
Okay.
I'm not sure where, but I think it will.
Okay.
First, I have to rename the organization, apparently.
Yes, you do. You have to rename it.
Yeah.
And that will give it an infusion of life.
Yes.
And remember, we're in this galactic seed year, so it's a good year to seed it. And maybe something in that galactic calendar will show you a word.
Yeah.
Because it's got some lovely words in it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Lovely art, lovely words. So, yeah, because neither one of those frequencies serve it anymore.
No.
And it should be lighter, happier. I'm really seeing, and I wonder if you are too, Linda, that the paradigm is shifting. Are you understanding that?
I am, and it's hard for me to relate to people who aren't anymore.
Okay.
And that's hard.
Yes.
Because it makes you feel like, well, why don't you see what I see?
Yes, I understand that very well. I will share with you, I've known Linda a long time, and as long as I've known Linda, she's been very fastidious about what she puts, the food she puts into her mouth. But over the years, it's gotten even more and more refined and watchful. She's become more and more watchful. That's step one. It is step one to watch our food. Most of the food is dirty. It's toxic and it's dirty. And
it's dead.
And it's
not
dead.
Alive.
That's right. It's dead. So, and the more you clean up your food act, you could actually go down a buffet line and see much of the food, sometimes even the salad is dead.
Yeah.
The tomatoes, they're dead. It's like it's all dead. So it becomes very challenging to eat out. I've noticed that. Very challenging to eat out. And so just, every step of the way, do you. Because I see my Linda has consistently done Linda. And that's the best thing we get to do. And I know she slips and slides at times because I slip and slide at times. Nobody's not going to slip and slide, so you can't beat yourself up slipping and sliding either. So I love your Irish story. I love the cigar story. I love those. And also what you're doing is a lot of your beading.
Yes.
Talk about that a little bit.
My little glass beads that I have to have my big glasses on to see them, but they're just so healing and so colorful, and they're clear and they're opaque, and you can sew them onto fabric. You can make sculptures out of them, but they come alive. It's different than paint. It's different than pen and paper because it's three-dimensional. And
over the years, Linda has gifted me with a few of her creations. The creations, I don't know if you remember, but one is a lovely, it's pink, it's like a letter opener.
Yes.
That thing is out on my counter at all times because the frequency is so high. The colors, it's just simply, it beams on its own. And another thing was a lovely crystal, like it had purple beads and a crystal thing to wear around my neck is what I'm blabbering out here. Both of these pieces, they're absolutely, they heal. That's what they do. The pieces heal.
I think you're right. I think that is a frequency. And most of what I use is either Japanese glass crystals, which are very high integrity that they're made with. I've seen many photographs of the factories and the people that work there, and the integrity is unbelievable in them. So I think they hold that frequency, as well as like the crystals, the Swarovski crystals. They're they're Mother Earth shining.
So I think I'm about to put Linda into business. So any of you would like to order anything from her? Really, her work, I know she doesn't really sell her stuff, but it is just, you feel better. You just feel better. Sometimes I take the necklace that she gave me and I simply sleep with it under my pillow because the colors are purple, and of course purple opens the crown center. So, and when Linda works with her tools, she infuses it with a consciousness of love and healing. So it's like, whoa, it's as if the piece could sing out loud. It would, but it's singing in its own way. And see, this is where healing will be. I get it.
There's never news on when I'm working on it. It's only beautiful music playing or something I'm learning.
Okay.
On a podcast or something, or listening to you, usually. It's only 1 hour.
But that's another important thing that Linda's just brought forth. How many times are you doing something that is stirring the pot on the stove, or doing anything, a craft, anything, and you got that darn television on? You're being poisoned. I'm full on telling you. Unless maybe if it's HGTV, you're not so poisoned. But anything else is nonsense and a lie. So But here look at what this beautiful artist is saying to you. She has nothing on, or lovely music, or something she's learning. That's the key to healing, and that piece alone. So between Iris, that piece,